Hey everyone, Fluff here. So today I'm going to be bringing you quickly what I ran in that 2-minute Campanetta clear. Um, I can go into depth of why I took these in another video, or I can link the guide that I made in the Reddit for speedruns, because it's the same information. But to go quickly, for the relics we took Requiem Stone Mercy, Critical Box, Convergent Energy Skill Module, Critical Power Magazine. Mercy is an additive bonus to our attack power, which means we're going from 200 to 400. This increases our base damage by a lot. Critical Box and Critical Power Magazine increases our critical damage. We're going to be running the Crasher Shotgun, which will give us 100% crit after firing. And Convergent Energy Skill Module gives us 100% skill power, which this is a skill-based build, so skill power is the stat that we tend to look for. The negative on this relic does not matter. We're going to counteract this by spending our coins before fights, that way it can't drain us too heavily. When it comes to skills, we're going to be running mostly mine damage by taking the 500% skill power of mine, looking for the ×2 mines, looking for the burn multiplier, as well as the cooldown. We want to be avoiding decoy due to how decoys function in the game. The decoy on the mine can, if you place your mines in the optimal position where the boss will be in the center, and your mines will spawn on the corners of the boss's legs, this will cause the mines to detonate as soon as you place them. But with the decoy upgrade, what ends up happening is the decoy will sometimes come out of the ground as you place them and lift the boss into the air. This will cause your mines to miss, as well as your bullets fired to miss, as well as your crossfire will sometimes not register its hits, and the boss can do weird things like do its animations whilst in the air, and you will not see them. We're going to be looking for crossfire upgrades within the run as well. We want 200%. To increase our base damage. We want double projectiles to cause extra hits from our crossfires. We want the 100% skill power on all skills. This will further boost our mine damage, which, like I previously said, is a big portion of our damage. We want the cooldown, and we want to find this if we can. This will be nice for when we find Defense Suit of Retaliation, as it will take the 200% defense, put it onto our breaker, which will take the 30% and turn it into 90%. And then Retaliation Suit will take that 90% and put it onto our attack power, so we'll be gaining 90% of our base 200 attack power. With our bullet slash upgrades, we really don't care for these too much, but sometimes you can't help it, and these are the only things you get offered. I will take these over the decoy upgrade, for example. We care for the cooldown, we care for the health recovery, and we care for the 300% power. In extreme, we care more for this for scaling into status effect target. If you didn't know, status effect target gives you 50% damage increase for each currently active status effect. The wording on the relic is actually wrong. So this means if we can apply multiple instances of burn, active at the same time, it will give us 50% per instance of burn, so 2 would be 100%, 3 would be 150, etc. We want the recover HP on dash to help maintain our mercy in case we take some chip damage here and there, or miss time some of our skills and hurt ourselves with Giant's Necklace. The reload will help maintain our ammo and not cause our weapon to bug out when firing it. So we'll have more uptime on stuff like Critical Power Magazine and Skill Amplification Magazine. Cooldown doesn't really matter, but it can be nice if you're solo to have more safety net for dodging mechanics and stuff like armor. And same for extra dashes. This is basically another way of saying more cooldown. Moving on over to our toy workers.
Toy worker system.
Goldhound is the best worker in the game, and that's very convenient considering it's the first worker that you will get in the game, and it's free to everyone. The resources this gives you will help you reach certain breakpoints on rerolling, as well as reach certain sections of being able to buy weapons earlier, as well as just making sure that you're not pricing yourself out of relics in the run by like missing it by like 10 coins, where if you didn't have this, you would miss it. The other option would be Medic V2. This is, in terms of the toy workers, it's technically the best for the bonuses it gives you, but it's still technically less damage than Goldhound when you consider what relics you could possibly buy due to the extra currency. The health restore is nice for maintaining mercy, as well as just having a safety net overall. Everything else in here just does not offer as near as a greater bonus as these two to really warrant ever picking them up. The 10% skill power from this, for example, is not going to outweigh the extra coins that this is going to give you and make you be able to buy your more powerful versions of like X0 power chips and stuff like Giant's Necklace. It's just not great. Seasonal upgrades.
Accessing upgrade system.
I have the tree maxed out. I'm missing 12 points. We'll be getting this in a later patch. Things to really note and to speed work for is basically try and get your resources as fast as you can. The extra 100% the extra 100 resources this offers is the same as Goldhound, so this is technically going to be 100 resources on the first planet. But because you have the 100 resources, you're going to be able to buy relics that you otherwise wouldn't be able to afford, weapons you otherwise wouldn't be able to afford, and will offer you more damage through that means of gaining damage in comparison to having the offensive tree maxed out. After you've got the resources, I would then move into defensive tree, getting the health upgrades to scale into Giant's Neck, as well as the regeneration and gain shield, and then move into finishing off some of the nodes that you otherwise didn't finish, like buff adapt and status effect, and then work into your offensive tree. With that being said, that's really all. I can go into more depth if need be. Just let me know in the comments if you need any more information. I will link the written guide into the description, or in the comments somewhere, leading to the Reddit version of this, where I make all the guides that we run for speedruns, as well as what we used in our world record runs, and all that stuff. So, yeah, sorry if this felt kind of rambly. I just really want to get this out. I'm kind of sick right now, so it is what it is.